This one's about bananas. Uh, it's funny to say bananas. I love them, but I read mixed things about them being loaded with sugar and to limit them. Okay. All right. So we just talked about bananas is a carb. Okay, so go look at the glycemic index of bananas, and you're going to notice that the glycemic index is actually really low. It's on par with brown rice. In fact, it might even have a lower glycemic index than brown rice. Okay, so yeah, go ahead and take a look at that. And yes, it might be loaded with sugar, but if you're doing portion control and that the sugar that's in there is being absorbed slowly because of all the other fiber and all the other nutrients that are in that banana, then that's ultimately what matters. Okay, so I would tell you, do not limit bananas. You know, if you're following a food type plan where you only care about the food type and you're not caring about your calories, then enjoy bananas. They're a great food to have. They have a lot of vitamins, a lot of minerals, a lot of fiber. Okay, and yes, they are pure carbs, but that's not a bad thing. That's the kind of carbs that your body can actually use. Now, if you're counting your macros or you're counting your calories or doing something of that nature, then you want to start looking at that food and do a little bit of more portion control of how much you need to be eating on that particular thing. But definitely do not avoid bananas. And that's the thing, guys, is you hear all these things all over the place, and all these food diets and these fad diets and all this stuff, they tend to vilify the good stuff. They tend to vilify even healthy eating, and they get it to where if you're not eating at this particular point and exactly in this way, then everything else is wrong. And that's complete BS, guys. That is complete BS. Okay, that is not true at all. Okay, most of our eating that we do on a regular basis, there is obviously what we know is terrible for us. There is what's ideal for us over here, and then there's a big gap in between that is okay, that we need to learn to live with it. Okay, if you guys remember the 3 different types of eaters that I've talked about, you have your all-American eater, you have your healthy eater, and you have your specific eater. Okay, if we can learn just to be a healthy eater and just eating healthy foods all the time, which bananas are a healthy food, then you're on the right track. Okay, so definitely don't vilify eating the right foods. That's definitely a bad place to be. I even have some of my high achiever clients right now that will sometimes get in that thing of vilifying eating good food just because it's not a meal prep meal, and that's wrong. You don't want to do that. That's going to create a very bad relationship with food once you start vilifying these good foods. Okay, so bananas, great. Okay,